I think because we have undercounted ourselves and underestimated ourselves, we've quite forgotten that we were never a minority. As 1 billion African people on the face of the earth, we can create industries overnight if we decided that we don't wear no underwear we don't make. We don't eat no food that don't come from one of our farms. We don't sleep on no mattresses we don't make. We don't bury our loved ones in any coffins we don't make. We take the coffin industry away from the mafia. We've forgotten our great potential as a people.
How y'all doing? Thank you for tapping in. It's your man HRap B, Brian HRap B Williams. This is the End of the Bench Media presents Few Minutes with HRap. Thank you for tapping in. It's important. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend and tell a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. If at all possible, go to www. And you know what? I would like you to go to www.theendofdabench.com right there. www.theendofdabench.com. You can watch this live at any time, any day, as well as the Black History video that I will inevitably show you. It is important that you do so. Thank you for tapping in. Now, I thank my parents, Dolores and John, before every show. Without them, there's no me. Without me, you'd be doing something else with your valuable time. I won't waste your time today. I'm going to get right to it. Respect is required. It's the name of this episode number 52 in this series. Episode 52 in this series. Thank you. But now, I want to thank the new subscribers. Got 3 new subscribers yesterday. Thank you. It is greatly appreciated. Man, I am touched. It means a lot that people are continuing to subscribe. People inside and outside the United States of America are supporting me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Now, respect is required is the name of this episode. Why is it that way? Tomorrow. We'll talk about unity. We hear a lot of people say we need to come together. Here's an opportunity tomorrow. We have a nationwide boycott on everything tomorrow. It's not out of anger. It's to show solidarity. It's not out of anger. We're going to show it is a show of solidarity. Don't shop with black vendors. Don't shop with anybody tomorrow. One day to show the world our spending power. Of course, it won't be done by everybody. And I don't want to hear about, oh, well, everybody's not going to do it. Why don't you try with yourself? Start here and work outward. The reason we're doing this is to show people just how powerful as a community we are. If only 10% of us do it, you'll see how powerful we are. Look at what we did to Target. Target's value went from $142 per share to $115 in just less than 40 days. In less than 40 days, this is what I want you to understand. This is the power that we have. This is the power that we command. And once we see the power we have, we can expand this boycott. We can target this boycott. We can walk away. I'm not a big fan of boycott. I'm for walking away. See, when you walk away, you never come back. A boycott is, hey, well, we can negotiate. No, if you, in my personal opinion, if you walk away, the next person that thinks about violating you will go, oh, wait a minute. It's kind of like, in a sense, it's almost like the behavior of a bully. When you show the bully that, hey, you might even be bigger, stronger, faster, and a better fighter than me, but if you, who wants to fight me every day for the rest of their lives? And that's what you need. We need to be putting people on notice. If you don't, I think it was Megan Evers or Marcus Garvey. Can't remember which one. Don't give the people who don't respect you your money. Why would we do it? There are necessities in which we have to barter with. We have to exchange because we don't own chicken farms. We don't own dairy farms. We don't own herds of cattle. We don't own pig farms and things of that nature. A lot of us don't own farms at all. So we have to interact. But if we shop out of necessity, not out of want, then we can have power. Again, this boycott is for the 28th, the last day of Black History Month. Send it out with a bang. Now, if we do these things and we see how powerful we are, then all the complaining about what someone has, will, and can do to you is dead, because you're laying people off, and it was targeted to us, because a lot of us work for the United States federal government, and thousands of people were let go a few days ago. It's not okay, but we will be all right, because there are alternatives to working for the United States federal government. And this is what we need to be working towards. The respect comes is we will institute respect. See, outward respect is cool. You can either, like the new phrase is mess around and find out. You don't have to respect me, but you're gonna mess around and find out, and I'm gonna force you to respect me. That either way, I will get the respect. And when I say I mean the community, as I'm speaking for the community. We always allow them to frame us into certain aspects of our lives, and that's not cool at all. If someone who doesn't like you frames you, you're going to be crooked. The camera's going to be out of focus. It's going to be a whole lot of things wrong with that picture, and that's what I truly believe we suffer from. We suffer from allowing them to tell us who we are, and then we look at other things and other people, and then you get what's called confirmation bias. If I tell you, hey, my man, he's a pathological liar, and then I say, and he steals too, and I said something else, and it could be something innocuous. He could lie about, hey, you look real nice today. And you got to say what you got to say. Click. He do be lying for no reason at all. Really, he was just being polite, but I prepped you and said he's a liar. And then he takes a couple extra mints from the bowl at the store or whatever. It's free, but he takes more than you anticipate he should. Why is he stealing? He's a thief. And then anything he does after that is not in line with your moral compass, whatever I told you about him is on track. That's what we've allowed our oppressor, our enemy, the people who discriminate against us, and the people who are rallying the troops to fight us, not in the physical sense, but in an oppressive sense. And that's what we've allowed them to do. Oh man, like in my town, the West Side is so dirty. And then you go to a horrible block and he's like, see, told you the West Side dirty, but you don't go down Adams. You don't go down a bunch of these streets that the people care and love and manicure their communities without flaw. But when you see something bad, you go, see, that's what's going on. You drive through between Madison and Springfield and Madison and Pulaski where it looks horrific. And you go, see, look how horrible it is. After confirmation bias. You already have a bias built up. I'm going to take you to the worst part, and then bam, you believe whatever you've been told. This is how people see us. And this is why this boycott is key. Do you understand? Medgar Evers' brother, Medgar Evers, yes, the very same Medgar Evers who was organizing people to vote, the very same Medgar Evers that the Ku Klux Klan murdered him in his driveway, shooting an elephant gun into his house, attempted to kill, and with no regard to him, his children, or his wife. They survived, he didn't. They also waited till he didn't have his security detail because they were a bunch of cowards. This is what I'm talking about. We have to adhere to the rules of engagement. This is what I was talking about yesterday, the rules of engagement. When you know the rules, you know how to engage. This is a capitalistic society, so a boycott hurts them more than any other society. I'm going to show you our power on the Black History portion of this. I do it every day. Black History portion of the show, I do it every day. It's going to show you the power that we have given the United States of America since they signed that document, the Emancipation Procrastination. You said that, I said that right. The Emancipation Procrastination, because they've been procrastinating on emancipating us because they want to keep their boot on our necks and their thumbs on our backs. I'll be back shortly. Watch this video, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
27 of them went bankrupt. Cadillac, though, is one of the oldest and longest surviving brands in automotive history, having entered the market as General Motors' luxury brand in 1903. The brand was almost an immediate success and quickly developed a reputation for excellence in the automotive community because of their design and engineering. And, of course, they didn't sell to Black people. Cadillac was General Motors' top of the line and most expensive product, but the company had an unwritten rule of not selling its cars to Black customers. But the Great Depression started to devastate the automotive market. Luxury manufacturers such as Cadillac faced a substantial decline in sales. In 1928, General Motors produced 1,700,000 vehicles, with 41,000 of them being Cadillacs. But by 1933, the production had dropped to just 780,000 vehicles, with only 7,000 of them being Cadillacs. That is the decline of 84%. And as the economy began to downturn, so did affluent white consumers. GM's executive committee would gather together in a meeting to make a decision on the future of the Cadillac division, who was losing so much money that they had plans to close the division down. Unexpectedly, Nicholas Drysdale, who was uninvited and in charge of GM's service department nationwide, knocked on the door and asked if he could just be heard for 10 minutes. The executive committee granted his request. Drysdale stated that he had a plan to make Cadillac profitable in 18 months. While traveling around the country and visiting different service departments, he had observed a significant number of African Americans in the service department at Cadillac dealership. They were members of the small African American elite: boxers, entertainers, lawyers, doctors, ministers, but they were not allowed to buy a new car in the showroom. Drysdale found out that blacks were paying white frontmen $300 to purchase the cars for them. He asked the question, why should these men get several $100s to profit that should go to General Motors? So he proposed a radical idea.
Now, as you see, Cadillac is still here. They were about to shut down. Guess who saved them? Us. This is why I'm on today. With this 24-hour boycott, the 28th, the last day of Black History Month. And for those who don't know, Black History Month has a theme every year. The organization that Carter G. Woodson created, I'm not going to tell you because I need you to look it up. It's a Google away, Carter G. Woodson, and look it up. Every year there's a theme. This year is arts and entertainment. So this is even another reason I come on today. Arts and entertainment is paramount to the United States of America. Everybody loves entertainment. We love sports entertainment. We love musical entertainment. We love televised entertainment. We love Broadway and things of that nature. We love everything about entertainment, dancing, and whatsoever. Now, what happens if we start boycotting everything that's not us? You know, a lot of people say, hey, man, you can put your movie on Tubi, but you can also put your movie on Mansa, owned by a black company. Why aren't you trying to sell it to Fox? Because you think Fox don't like you. Fox owns Tubi. Yeah. And then there's a lot of people that'll say, hey, man, but that's your way to get on, and then you can use it, or you can go to Tubi. We could all leave in force from Tubi and go over MANSA, Mansa, short for Mansa Musa, owned by some black people, an equivalent to Tubi, go over to Mansa, is black owned. We get all those black dollars flowing over to those black people, and then you start splitting money, and guess what? You take money out of their pocket. Again, this is a capitalistic society. Everything that is in America is based on how much money you have. You get power because you have money. Who's the co-president? The alleged richest man in the world. The alleged richest man in the world who does not have a lot of cash. He just has a lot of stock, and the stock is worth a lot. And if we start buying that ugly truck and those funny looking cars, that stock price will drop, and you know the rest. But here's the situation. We control everything. What happens if we go, or we are in force, go over to Mansa? Now we blowing up Mansa. That's a group of black men and women over at Mansa blowing up. If we leave Facebook and go to fan base, you see the thing? Twitter became popular. Facebook in 2004 was a upstart. Around 2005, 2007, we got on, bam, Facebook went public, and Mark Zuckerberg was one of the richest men in the country. Twitter, same way. Instagram, same way, to the point where Mark Zuckerberg at the time overpaid, and now he's getting $10 billion a year in revenue. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tyler Perry is a billionaire, not because white America jumped on the bandwagon, because they jumped on the bandwagon at the end. He was probably 600 million in by the time they jumped on, and they pushed him to $1 billion. But you don't think he started off with plays? Just imagine if there's an empty theater that's much like the Apollo in just about every major metropolitan area in the United States of America. Even the smaller areas like Gary, East St. Louis, Minnesota, Milwaukee, Detroit. Definitely some in Detroit. Definitely a few here in Chicago, Los Angeles, all throughout the South. Just imagine if we got together and rehab that. And then we can recreate what I want to call the vegan circle, because chitlins ain't good for you. Chitlins is dookie. I'm going to say it. Chitlins is dookie, y'all. It's caca. It's boo-boo. I'm just saying. If you love it, you love it, but I'm just letting you know what it is. But we can recreate black finance. We can create bus companies to drive these artists around so they can get paid throughout South and North Carolina, throughout the South, throughout the West, up, around, and then they can create situations. And then Just imagine, even the news programs. Joanne Reed was just let go by MSNBC. We take our eyes away. Fewer eyes. We are the largest population in regards to television watching. We over-index in TV. So just imagine if we never do that and we go to Roland Martin. Guess what? We can reach out and touch, not physically. We can reach out and touch. Roland, we're going to send you a couple dollars. We're going to put our eyes on you. We're going to get your stuff to 1 million views a day. You're going to get all that revenue money. You bet not mislead us or we will walk away. Karen Hunter, we can tune in to 126 on Sirius Satellite Radio, pay the $10 and make sure we focus on Karen, because then the subscribers are going to come there. The beer companies, the liquor companies. What we can do is go to our sister who own Uncle Remus and drink that. We can find all the liquor distributors and support them exclusively. We don't have to move our dollars anywhere. We can make people come to us. They're black potato chips makers. They're all kinds of snacks, all kinds of foods, all kinds of vegan options, all kinds of everything that you can get, they're black on. And guess what? When we over-index into them, let's just go to Target and buy all those people out. That y'all should take y'all stuff out of Target. Well, let's make sure we buy them out after tomorrow. Let's adhere to this boycott, because when we adhere to the boycott, they must adhere to our pressure. But we don't need them then, because I'm buying my beer from black people, I'm buying my snacks from black people, I'm buying my food from black people, I'm buying my clothes from black people, I'm watching black programs, I'm watching black funded movies, I'm streaming on black services. Then guess what? You got 25 million, because I'm not even expecting the whole 60 million of us to do it. We got like 25 million people focusing their money into our community. And guess what happens? It was this thing in the 70s. They called it War on Drugs by Richard Milhouse Nixon, I'm sorry. And he started removing money from schools. And guess what? Oh, well, they ain't gonna be able to get, see, entertainment is how a lot of them got out. They ain't gonna have no music, they ain't gonna have no entertainment. Music with percussions and piano and guitar and those things kind of calm the soul and interject and infuse creativity. We're going to take that away. And then hip hop came about, and hip hop took over the world, and they didn't see it. Should have left the other music there, and you might not have a problem. If we start infusing arts and funded by us, sciences, funded by us, technology, funded by us, using cryptocurrency to create an entire parallel universe, kind of like the multiverse in Marvel, and focus it on us, guess what happens? We create a world that cannot be stopped. It cannot be hindered, because we'll all be a part of it. I need us to do this for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Black Friday. Got a couple things that we're going to check out the next day. But just imagine, in a capitalist society, if 30% of us, 30%, 25, 15% of us did not spend anything. I want 100% of us not to participate. But what happens if 15% of us just says, nah, you disrespecting us? We got friends, we got family members, we got elders who are going to be suffering due to lack of Medicaid. We got family members who are going to be suffering from lack of benefits. You got friends who are going to be suffering from lack of jobs. Okay, enough. We're going to emancipate. We're going to sign the Financial Emancipation Proclamation tomorrow. And then you get, as I get information, I convey it to you, and then we'll step away and not have anything to worry about. As usual, this is the end of the program. I need you to subscribe if you haven't. I need you to support me. I need you to support me by going to www.thaendofdabench.com. I need you to support me by going to the www.thaendofdabench.com. If at all possible, support me by donating to this program, because the end of that ain't free. The software that I use ain't free, and my time ain't free. But my time is free. I do this because I want to, but help me help you, and then we can help each other. That's what I want you to do. Support Joanne Reed, support Karen Hunter and the people who are under her. The Karen Hunter, let's just do it backwards. Karen Hunter, the Read Down Your Favors, and Dr. Greg Carr and my man Lamont King, as well as Clay Kane, Reese Culver, and the rest of the crew on Urban View. These people are giving you facts. They are vetting things. They're not just going to go all willy-nilly, and then you don't have to worry about a president over-promising you $5,000 and he may deliver $1,800. You were, well, I didn't have $1,800, but don't fall for the gimmicks anymore. With that being said, I need you to tap in, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And with that being said, this your man HRap, 2 fingers, 1 way.
And it is necessary for those people who rule over us and who rule over African people the world over, if those people are to stay in power, they must destroy our ability to love each other in a healthy sort of way. This is why